movies are meant to scare us, but some go further, becoming instant classics that define the genre. These are the films that didn't just make audiences scream, they left a permanent mark on pop culture. Today we're counting down 10 horror movies that became instant all-timers, from chilling psychological thrillers to monster mayhem. Grab some popcorn and maybe a blanket because you're gonna need it. Kicking off our list is Hereditary. Ari Aster's debut shook audiences with its slow burn terror and haunting family drama. Every shot feels meticulously designed to build unease, from the ominous miniatures to the unsettling music. Toni Collette's performance is so raw and terrifying that many viewers couldn't stop thinking about it long after the movie ended. Modern horror doesn't get more intense than this. Aster drew inspiration from real-life family trauma, making the horror feel deeply personal. Some nightmares stay with you long after the credits roll. The Sixth Sense made I See Dead People a line everyone instantly remembers. M. Night Shyamalan combined supernatural suspense with emotional storytelling, and the twist ending caught audiences completely off guard. Every scene builds tension subtly, and one of the reasons this movie isn't just scary, it's a psychological, unforgettable movie. The twist was so secret that even the cast didn't know until the last minute of filming. Sometimes the dead have the loudest voices. John Carpenter's Halloween redefined the slasher genre. Michael Myers became the face of fear, and Carpenter's minimalist score still sends chills down everyone's spines today. The tension builds slowly, and then the sudden scares are unforgettable. It's the perfect example of how less can be more in horror filmmaking. Carpenter actually shot the movie on a shoestring budget, yet it grossed over $70 million worldwide, a staggering success for 1978. Some doors are better left unopened. George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead didn't just introduce zombies, it created the modern apocalypse that we know today. The film's stark black and white cinematography adds to the bleak, relentless atmosphere. Its social commentary on race and society made it more than just a horror movie, it was a wake-up call. Audiences were reportedly panicked in theaters during early screenings, with some fleeing in fear. The undead don't ask for permission, they just rise. Ridley Scott's Alien is sci-fi horror perfection. The claustrophobic spaceship, the terrifying xenomorph, and Sigourney Weaver's iconic Ripley movie that terrified audiences became a cultural touchstone. Scott masterfully combined suspense, body horror, and futuristic design to make a film that still terrifies decades later. The chest-bursting scene almost got cut by the studio, and it's now one of horror's most famous moments. In space, no one can hear you scream, except your nightmares. Steven Spielberg's Jaws changed the way people looked at the ocean forever. The film's tension doesn't rely on constant shark attacks, the fear builds in anticipation. John Williams' legendary score alone can make anyone nervous around water. This blockbuster proved that horror could reach mainstream audiences and become a worldwide phenomenon. Mechanical shark problems forced Spielberg to suggest the shark rather than show it, a happy accident that increased the suspense. Never underestimate what lurks beneath the surface. Jordan Peele's Get Out transformed horror with social commentary. It's terrifying, but it also makes you think about race, privilege, and identity. The Sunken Place became an instant cultural reference, and audiences couldn't stop talking about it. This is horror that's smart, socially relevant, and purely unsettling. The film's script went through multiple drafts to ensure the horror and social commentary blended perfectly. Fear is real when it reflects your world. Hitchcock's Psycho redefined horror. From the shocking shower scene to Norman Bates' chilling duality, it's a masterclass in suspense and psychological terror. Audiences were horrified and fascinated by its twist ending and unforgettable villain. Psycho proved that horror isn't just about monsters, it's about the darkness inside and the human mind. The film was one of the first to show a toilet being flushed on screen, which was considered scandalous at the time. Some guests check in, but they never leave your mind. The Exorcist shocked audiences with its graphic horror and realistic performances. People fainted, vomited, and left theaters in horror. The story of demonic possession tapped into deep-seated fears about faith, innocence, and evil, making it a horror masterpiece that became instantly legendary. Director William Friedkin hired real priests to advise on authenticity, which made the scenes even more terrifying. Some evil refuses to rest. And finally, number 1, The Silence of the Lambs. Anthony Hopkins' Hannibal Lecter and Jodie Foster's Clarice Starling created one of the most iconic duos in horror history. The psychological tension, unforgettable characters, and chilling performances made this instantly legendary. It's not just horror, it's a masterclass in suspense and storytelling. Hopkins' portrayal was so intense, he was on screen for only 16 minutes but won an Academy Award for Best Actor. The mind can terrify more than the monster ever could. So there you have it, 10 horror movies that became instant all-timers. From supernatural terror to psychological thrills, these films left audiences streaming, thinking, and remembering every moment. Which one scared you the most? Comment below, hit like, and subscribe for more movie countdowns and horror deep dives. And remember, don't turn off the lights just yet.